Hello, hello. Dengar ke?
Dengar.
Ah. Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Akib bin Johar, and our group consists of 3 people, which is myself, Muhammad Akil, and my friend Muhammad Iqbal Zahri bin Suhaimi, and finally is Muhammad Amis Rahman bin Abdul Samad. So our group will be presenting the history of of network communication. Next. So the overview of our slide first is history of wireless communication, Wi-Fi, the meaning of Wi-Fi, evolution of wireless LAN, and Wi-Fi economic value. Next. So first is the history wireless communication. So the first wireless communication is smoke and modern signal. Since
Sekejap. Kelam tak ada azan lah.
azan.
Lagi dah sama lepas tu.
Okay. Boleh saya sambung?
Silakan.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay. So first is smoke and modern signal. Since prehistoric times, humans have used methods like smoke signal, flags, and flashing mirrors for communication. Modern wireless communication using electrical signal and radio waves has been a part of human life for over 100 years and continues to evolve. Next is 19th centuries. In the 19th century, many inventors and scientists like Faraday, Maxwell, Hertz, Tesla, Hughes, Edison, and Marconi started experimenting with wireless communication. They discovered and developed the theories on electrical, magnetic, and radio frequency concepts. And in 1897, Guglielmo Marconi demonstrated wireless telegraphy by sending EM waves over the short distance of 100 meters. This demonstration laid the foundation of radio communication. And lastly, in the early 1900s, Marconi achieved transatlantic radio transmission using Morse code. Since then, wireless communication technology has rapidly advances, allowing transmission over longer distance and lower cost with cheaper devices. Next. So the history of wireless network. First is in 1890s is the early experiment. Next, in 1940s is the frequency hopping. Then go on to 1970s is the Aloha Net, which is the first internet. Next is in 1997 is the standardization, which is the first 802.11, and finally in 1999 the industry Alliance, which is a mobile revolution. So Hertz, so this is Hertz, Bone, and the Invisible Lights. So Hertz radio was the first wireless tech of its time. Heinrich Rudolf Hertz pioneered documented transmission over electromagnetic wave in the 1880s. His name later became the unit for measuring frequencies. Nikola Tesla, which is a Serbian American, and Jagadish Chandra Bose, which is from Bengali, were among the many scientists who continued the work initiated by the Hertz on radio wave. In the 1890s, Bose demonstrated microwaves by igniting gunpowder and ringing a bell remotely in Kolkata's town hall in front of the audience. Um, Next, lastly, is Marconi, which is around the turn of the century. Guglielmo Marconi introduced the first commercial usable wireless telegraphy devices, drawing on the contribution of Hertz, Tesla, and Bose, among others. And next is the Tesla method. So Nikola Tesla was also behind the first known method for changing frequencies to avoid interference. And in 1903, he patented the system where the receiver and transmitter switch synchronously in between two channels. And from the 1915, German military started using radios with the changing frequencies to prevent British from eavesdropping. So that's all from me. Next, I will pass it to Bazarif to continue the slide.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will continue into the history of wireless LAN, which is started from the World War II. US military uses networking for transmitting data with classified encryption technology. Then it spread spectrum radio technologies, precursor to today's wireless LAN, patented during World War II. In 1970s, University of Hawaii developed Aloha Net, which is that Akhil already told, was versus network using outside layer 2 protocol. Aloha Net technology lays groundwork for carrier sense multiple access (CSMA) protocols used in Ethernet and 802.11 radios. In 1990s, commercial vendors produced low-speed wireless networking product in 19 MHz band. In 1991, IEEE began discussion on standardizing WLAN technology. Next, on 1997, IEEE ratifies original 802.11 standard. Between 1997 until 1999, the legacy of 802.11 deployed in warehousing and manufacturing for low-speed data collection. And 1999, IEEE introduced 802.11b, which is the speed can be until 11 megabyte per second, boosting sale of wireless home networking routers. And Wi-Fi is a marketing term and become commonly recognized for 802.11 wireless network. Next, what does the term Wi-Fi mean? Wi-Fi is often misunderstood that people always understand is wireless fidelity or hi-fi, which is high fidelity. But basically, it is the marketing brand name for the 802.11. Next, the ambiguity in IEEE framework standard for wireless communication led to different interpretations of the 802.11 standard by manufacturers. This resulted in IEEE 802.11 compliant devices from multiple vendors that could not communicate with each other. The Wireless Internet Compatibility Alliance, WECA, now Wi-Fi Alliance, was established to clarify the IEEE standard and ensure interoperability among vendors. They coined the term Wi-Fi as a marketing brand And the Wi-Fi Alliance promotes interoperability among wireless devices. Vendors achieve Wi-Fi compliance by sending their products to Wi-Fi Alliance test lab for through certification testing. Next, the evolution of wireless LAN, which is it started from the 802.11b, and until right now we are already using until 802.11ax. We can see it started from the Wi-Fi 4 version, Wi-Fi 5, Wi-Fi 6, and Wi-Fi 6E. Also right now, the latest one gonna be Wi-Fi 7 or Wi-Fi 8 coming soon. It's as we can see from the year, the frequency band started from the 2.4 gigahertz, and it's changing until 2009. It has a 2.4 plus 5 gigahertz, and the bandwidth can shift until 40 megahertz. On 2013, it already used 5 gigahertz, which is the bandwidth can achieve 80 megahertz and 160 megahertz. On 2020, uh, the frequency band can get 2.4, 5, and 6 gigahertz. The bandwidth is 80 megahertz until 160 megahertz. And the latest one, the 2023, and gonna be another version. It can be more than that, than 2.4, 5, and 6 gigahertz. So the bandwidth can achieve until 240 megahertz and 320 megahertz. This is the continue of the Wi-Fi 4 version, Wi-Fi 5, and Wi-Fi 6. As we can see, the Wi-Fi 4 have been launched on 2007. The max data rate 600 megabyte per second, up to 4.4 MIMO, multiple input, multiple output, 40 megahertz channel, and 64 QAM, and 2.4 and 5 gigahertz band operation, which is based on IEEE 802.11n. For the Wi-Fi 5, it already use 802.11 AC. It use 5 gigahertz band operation. It's up to 8 times 8 MIMO, multiple input, multiple output. TL MIMO 80 megahertz and 160 megahertz. And the max data rate is 7 gigabyte per second. This Wi-Fi 5 launched on June 2013. And for the latest one is a Wi-Fi 6, IEEE 802.11ax. It has a band operation 2.4, 5, and 6 gigahertz. And also it have security until the WPA3 security. The max data rate until 9.6 gigabyte per second, and it's already launched on August 2019. And the another version of Wi-Fi 6 is Wi-Fi 6E, which is extend Wi-Fi 6, and it's already launched on January 2021. Next, I will pass to Amir Sulaiman for the Wi-Fi economic value.
Hello, can anyone hear my voice?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, yes.
Alright. Assalamualaikum. My name is Amir Sulaiman bin Abdul Samad, and I'll be continuing the presentation regarding the Wi-Fi economic value. First of all is the Wi-Fi radios. It can be used for numerous enterprise applications, for example, in laptops, smartphone, cameras, television, printers, and many other consumer devices. And according to the Wi-Fi Alliance, the billion Wi-Fi chipset was sold in 2009. Less than 4 years later, in 2012, annual shipment of Wi-Fi devices are more than 1.75 billion and continuing to grow. The estimation of annual shipment doubling to over 3.5 billion of Wi-Fi chipset by 2017. And also, according to the survey that the Wi-Fi Alliance has conducted, 68% of Wi-Fi users would rather give up chocolate than do without Wi-Fi. This shows that Wi-Fi is very important to us. Since the original standard was created in 1997, 802.11 technology has grown to enormous proportion. Wi-Fi has become part of our worldwide communication cultures. And next, in 2019, the Wi-Fi 6 has been launched for consumer and enterprise. The Wi-Fi 6 offering a higher performance, lower latency, and a faster data rate. This has shown that many country regulators saw the value of unlicensed spectrum for boosting Wi-Fi performance, especially with Wi-Fi 6 launching and the upcoming recommendation from the 2023 World Radio Communication Conference, WRC 23 of the International Telecommunication Union, ITU. And back in the April 2020, Federal Communication Commission FCC of the United States unanimously voted to open 1,200 MHz of spectrum in 6 GHz available for unlicensed innovation. And in the July 2020, the United Kingdom Office of Communication, OFCOM, reached a decision to allocate the lower 6 GHz band for unlicensed use supporting Wi-Fi connectivity indoor with limited outdoor coverage. And in the October 2020, South Korea Ministry of Science and ICT (MSIT) announced that it had approved the use of 1,200 MHz of spectrum in the 6 GHz band for unlicensed use. This led to the initial 6 GHz spectrum allocation initiative taken by regulator in the United States, the United Kingdom, and South Korea spread around the world. And next. The main driver of economic value include free Wi-Fi, which bring benefit to consumer accessing Wi-Fi hotspot in public site, and residential Wi-Fi, provision of internet access and connectivity of devices at home, enterprise Wi-Fi, use of Wi-Fi to support a significant portion of enterprise broadband traffic, and productivity gain from Wi-Fi enable IoT and AR/VR. And then internet service provider ISPs saving for cellular providers who rely on Wi-Fi rerouting and revenues of Wi-Fi commercial providers. And then finally is margin of manufacturing and Wi-Fi ecosystem companies including manufacturer of Wi-Fi devices and equipment, IoT network, and AR/VR solution. Next, that is all from our group. Thank you for watching.
So thank you. So ada sedikit pembetulan the correction Max dekat on the data rate. So gigabit per second tulisan tu betul dah. Lagi. Sini. Gbps tu gigabit per second. Kalau Mbps megabit. Kalau B besar berapa byte? Kalau B kita ukur dalam bit lah, nampak tak? Max data rate. Kan. So, kalau B besar, Mbps juga tapi besar. Sama sebelah pun ada. Kan. Tak ada. Tak ada. Alright. Sebelah tu. Okay. Lebih kecil. Ni satu lagi 900 MHz kan. Bukan 90 MHz, 900. Tapi betul dah ni, tulis betul dah 900. Cuma yang tu je. Alright. So, Mbps, gigabit per bps, tu cara nak beza dia. Dia kalau byte dia besar sikit, maksudnya 1 byte equal to 8 bit kan. Kalau 1 byte tu dia besar daripada 1 bit. Kalau gigabyte per second lagi laju lah daripada gigabit per second. Kita selalu kalau untuk speed kita gigabit je lah. Kalau dalam bentuk storage capacity kita dalam bentuk byte lah. Hard disk berapa? Storage berapa? 2 terabyte. Kita tak sebut 2 terabit. Right, any question yang lain? Okay, so tak ada. Thank you. So, thank you.
Thank you, sir.